tour meant to sensitize party structures on the upcoming event. 3 major explosions have rocked the Egyptian capital, Cairo, killing 4 people and injuring many others on the eve of the 3rd anniversary of the Arab Spring. And South Sudan's warring factions have agreed to a ceasefire after more than a month of clashes that left thousands dead in the world's newest nation. That was all in this edition of the news. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. Do stay with us.
Good evening. If you're watching Grts, you are joining the treatment program, the 7th anniversary of the President's treatment program. We are trying to sound the opinions of people, not only people who have gone through the treatment program, but also the people that have worked with the President all these years to bring the treatment program to where.
Thank you, Abdul, for having me in this program. As I always say, I'm very happy and it's a big pride of his treatment program. To start with, the treatment program started on the 17th of January 2007. I could remember when I was invited by His Excellency to join him. It was really a great day, a day that I'll never forget in my life. When the patients arrived, I could remember seeing them in what we call in medicine critical conditions. So we started the treatment with His Excellency that day. It was around 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m. the treatment started.
And that was for infertility?
That was the HIV/AIDS batch. By then, you had the late Alaji Mout Sanyang, Mahmoud Toure, Alaji Mahmoud Toure, the cameraman here present today. And then there was another doctor with me that day. It was Dr. Malik Njai. So His Excellency called the first patient, and the patient was then being treated. It's a moment that I think none of us will ever forget in our lives. When the treatment started, I could remember the first patient that was treated had to vomit, and it was excessive vomiting. The patient was clinically very, very weak. Every one of us thought that the patient was going to die. But a smile from His Excellency's face reassured us that we were on the right track and everything was going to be okay. Third day into the treatment, that was the day the blood samples were taken and sent to Dakar for laboratory investigation. The results, they came, I got the results 2 days after. By then I was in Kanilai. I had a call from the laboratory technician that the results were out. So I asked him what was the outcome. He told me that everything is okay. We had so many undetectables. Then I had to pass the message. That was one of the greatest messages to pass to His Excellency. I called him and then I told him that I have a surprise for him. So I was invited to meet him. When I met him, I told him about the results. He told me To me, it was no surprise because I know what I was doing. Then, when the results came out, we had to wait for the official results, signed by the then Senegalese Professor Diouf, who confirmed the laboratory investigation report. And then it was finally declared that the herbs were doing their job.
But I could, okay, you as a doctor then, I mean, of course you were working more or less with conventional medicine. Okay, when the president came up with the idea to treat patients with a disease so complicated like HIV/AIDS with herbal medication, what was your thinking? Did you really think that it was going to work?
To me, honestly, I have to be very honest. I could remember being told when I was in third year university by our professor, the professor of microbiology, that there was this HIV/AIDS virus and is going to eliminate the human race. That is what I was told from first day when I was third year in university.
That there was no cure.
That it was incurable. So I could remember standing up. You know, I used to be a very stubborn student. Then I told the microbiologist, the prof, that I don't agree with that. I don't think there is any disease that is incurable. So to me, to be quite honest, 100%, I'm talking deep from my heart. When it was announced, when the president said he got the medications, for me, I was 100% sure that, yes, finally, the medication is out for the management of the HIV/AIDS. I never had a single doubt, to be quite honest. And knowing His Excellency, he's an honest man too. Not only that he is His Excellency, he is a leader, that's why I'm speaking, but I'm telling people and the whole world my honest opinion. From day one, I told everyone that, yes, there is the medication. Even before the results they came, I think Dr. Njai, who spoke with me, will bear witness with me. I told him that finally the game is over. I knew one day from one place, one individual will surely come up because there is no disease that is incurable.
But like I know you were working in the public service, then you work with people, you work closely.
I was by then the Minister of Health. I was by then the Health Minister.
But like at that time, how would you gauge the reaction of the common man, the ordinary Gambian outside, when the announcement finally came that the President of the Republic is going to cure HIV/AIDS? What was the reaction of the general public?
I could remember having 250 million calls, if I'm right. Calls from everywhere. Even from my own former lecturers, they were calling me, my doctor colleagues.
International calls?
A lot of international calls. I mean, even my own lecturers from outside, they were calling me, asking me. The WHO representatives all over were calling me. Interviews with CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC. I used to give live interviews with BBC, more than 7 or 8 interviews with CNN, Al Jazeera, name it. There is no media station in this world that I haven't given an interview with concerning the treatment program, and also with different lecturers, professors, doctors, different individuals.
But you were skeptical, am I right?
There were skeptics in any discovery, Abdul, in any discovery in medicine. Bear that in mind. There must be critics. What I say is that it is important to have those critics, because without those critics, the thing will not work. You have to prove yourself. The critics are there to prove you wrong. So you have to prove to them that, look, you are on the wrong track. I'm the one following the right track. That is why, to me, I always invite or entertain the critics to talk. That's the only way I can use my knowledge to defend the program.
But as an individual, did you really prepare yourself mentally to, handle that volume of criticism, that volume of attacks that was coming to you?
Not only mentally, Abdul. I'm I'm a seasoned medical doctor. I know the alpha and the omega of medicine. There is no one in this world who can come and teach now Dr. Mbow about medicine.
But I know we were dealing with very, very, very powerful organizations, powerful institutions that were